weighing in at 190 pounds, the Crown Prince, the Lone Star, Stallion Rogers.
The challenger striding to the ring. Stallion Rogers, an unbelievable competitor here in CCW, certainly worthy of holding the championship, but the way he treats championship belts makes me want to throw up, Tyler.
Yeah, it's sickening the lack of respect Stallion Rogers has for any pedigree of CCW, for any championship he holds. No regard for any of it. But Stallion Rogers is your #1 contender for the CCW Heavyweight Championship, which he earned last Bash at the Brew in that 4-way matchup, taking on 3 of the best that CCW had to offer, and it was Rogers left standing. Now he stands toe-to-toe against the Vampire Warrior.
Well, the Vampire Warrior, they love him at the tank, Tyler.
They love him everywhere, Dan.
That's true.
Everywhere the Vampire Warrior goes, and he's been going everywhere. They love him. The Vampire Warrior has been traveling the globe with that CCW Heavyweight Championship, representing CCW proudly. And what a display of a champion. You can't ask for anyone better besides the Vampire Warrior, Gangrel. What a run Gangrel has been on as of late, holding that championship, just going through challenger and challenger. But tonight, Eric, may be his biggest challenge yet.
We've seen Gangrel carrying that championship with pride ever since he defeated last year's King of the Territory match, Eddie Valentine, to become the champion. But tonight, he's in there with a former 2-time CCW Tag Team Champion, a man who has been wanting singles gold in this company. Whether you like him or not, he gets the job done. And tonight, Stallion Rogers is looking to dethrone the legend himself.
Let's also talk about Stallion Rogers. You said former CCW Tag Team Champion, which he lost with Matt Riddle at Vice City Slam 3 to the 5-star era. Then at the last BRCW show, Matt Riddle and Stallion Rogers lost the BRCW Tag Team Championships, and there was turmoil at the end of that match. I think we've seen the last of the Wild Stallions.
Of course not. It was just announced within the last couple days that at CCW's television tapings this upcoming Tuesday in Pompano Beach, Stallion Rogers will go one-on-one with his former tag team championship partner Matt Riddle in a steel cage match.
That has to be heavy, weighing heavy on the mind of Stallion Rogers. Even though he doesn't show any emotion, you gotta know he's thinking about that.
And you got to wonder, if he wins this championship tonight, will that match with Matt Riddle be for the title?
Well, you got to believe it will. Stallion Rogers, a very intense individual, not intimidated by anybody. I don't know too many people that aren't intimidated by the Vampire Warrior, but Stallion Rogers is one of them.
Staring daggers at each other. Big fight feel. Can Stallion Rogers win his first singles championship here in CCW? That is the question. Or will the Vampire Warrior keep feigning and baiting with that heavyweight championship?
All right, both men starting out very cautiously here. Both men now center of the ring. Rogers saying something to the Vampire.
Two of the toughest SOBs in CCW, nose to nose.
Boy, I wish I could get in the ring and hear that conversation.
Yeah, only if we could get them mic'd up, huh? Look at Gangrel saying, let's do it right here, center of the ring. These bulls locking horns.
Both men jockeying for position here.
Who is going to get the advantage?
Gangrel may have a slight height advantage, certainly a size advantage. Gangrel tip of the scales at about 250 pounds. Stallion Rogers right around 200, maybe 210. And now they're face to face once again.
Bit of a stalemate so
Whoa.
far.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to be a pretty matchup.
Man, right hand to the jaw, and he snatches a side headlock.
I think this is going to be a straight up fight. A slugfest between these two.
Gangrel steps up over him, scoops him up. Slam, and he's setting him up for that signature corkscrew elbow, which he hits with perfection.
A thing of beauty. Try for that impaler.
Well, you know Stallion Rogers did his homework. As soon as he felt that front face lock attempted by Gangrel, he quickly put all his weight to the mat and rolled right out of the ring.
Good, doctor. What do you tell a client when they have to go in there against someone with the experience and the pedigree of a Gangrel?
Well, luckily I have had some clients go up against Gangrel in the past, but it's simple. You got to get the man down. It's not a secret, some of Gangrel's shortcomings, and you got to go after him. You got to take him out, get him on the floor, and just stay on him. You can't waste any time at all when it comes to Gangrel, because when you do, he's going to take advantage of it, get the crowd behind him, and go right after you.
Be interesting to see if Stallion Rogers goes down a road like that.
Right now, Tyler, Stallion Rogers is favoring his knee. He went to drop a knee on Gangrel as he rolled back in the ring. Gangrel out of the way, and Rogers, I think, might be injured here. He's spending an awful lot of time outside that ring right now.
Or is this a similar strategy that he used during the King of the Territory match last year, where he stayed out of the ring the majority of the time?
That's right.
Look,
it was your favorite thing last year.
And Gangrel charged at him, but Rogers caught him and dropped his neck across the rope. Oh, man, double stomp to the chest. Rogers now recover.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Stallion waited for his moment, and then he struck. He went after Gangrel, told him to his face that he was stupid, and now look at what Stallion is doing to the champ.
Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's dropping that knee right across the jaw. Gangrel in trouble here, and Rogers now stomping on the chest. Trying to knock all the wind out of the sails of the champion. The Vampire Warrior firing back with that overhand chop, but gets met with a forearm to the face for his troubles. And now Rogers sitting across the back with Gangrel's neck across the rope.
This is where Rogers starts to get methodical in there, starts to pick apart his opponents, and he looks to do the same to Gangrel right now. Every shot, everything he does has a purpose, but man, the Vampire Warrior, look how it just pops to his feet, Dan.
Ooh, put his head down. Gangrel caught him with a boot to the chest. Wow, man, great counter by Stallion Rogers.
And both men laying on their feet on that outside, and Gangrel still got the better of Rogers.
Things can get so dangerous when you're on the outside of the ring.
Gangrel sending Rogers back into the ring.
Oh!
Gangrel in trouble here as Rogers kicked the rope. And I don't know if that was considered a low blow. He might have had his hamstring over the rope. But either way, Gangrel is down.
And whatever you want to classify.
Oh, and again, man, with that knee drop right to the temple.
So nasty is the offense of Rogers.
He might be out, too. Gangrel powers out. And just nasty, raking the bootlaces across the eyes. And again,
I don't know if we've ever seen any single person take this much of a beating and put it on the Gangrel.
yeah, more offense than you usually see, but Gangrel now firing back with those forearms.
There's that explosion.
Reversal though, and hard into the buckle goes the champion.
And
The
then-
challenger now, not going for the cover though, a mistake in my estimation. You don't want to give the Vampire Warrior any breathing room at all if you have him down. But Rogers just incredibly confident here.
Yeah, we've seen Rogers do this before, Dan, where he has an opponent down. He doesn't go for a cover, but he stalks his opponent. He just hovers over them and lines up his next move like this.
Oh, man, that boot right to the jaw. Sweeping the leg out from underneath the champion. And driving the knee into the face again.
Just washing that face of the Vampire Warrior. And now
challenger now.
it's signature
Drop kick.
Stallion Rogers.
And like I just saw Stallion crack a smile there. He's actually feeling it.
And like you said, good doctor, we are not used to seeing Gangrel get put in these positions of just getting dominated so far by his opponent. As Stallion Rogers pulling up the Vampire Warrior, looking for a DDT of his own.
Gangrel spins out of it.
Oh, man! What a reversal!
Good grief.
Belly to belly, right into that turnbuckle. Managed to see the back of the head of Stallion
Rogers is in trouble here. Referee counting both men down. Gangrel just about up. He's in a seated position now, turns to his knees. That'll break the count. But I think Amy Veronica should be checking on the challenger here. Stallion Rogers landed right on the top of his head.
And right
Gangrel now, though, back to his feet.
Right when we were talking about Gangrel being in trouble, not seeing him in this position, he pulls something like that out. And now Gangrel full steam ahead, but Stallion Rogers, no!
Oh, nice power slam. Great correction by Gangrel. But Gangrel still feeling the effects of the abuse he's taken. He's firing up now. That adrenaline is pumping. Gangrel back to his feet. Rogers throws a right hand. Gangrel blocks it. And here comes the champion with undefended right hands.
The Vampire Warrior is out striking the Lone Star right now.
Beautiful Russian leg sweep. Float over. One, two.
And just
Rogers gets that right shoulder up.
Just barely kicking out. What a matchup we're seeing. What a heavyweight
Gangrel waiting on him here. He's looking for the impaler now, but again, Rogers has it well scouted and has thought of several different counters to that move. As you see him drive Gangrel back into the corner, that overhand chop that he's so well known for. Reversal though by the champion, and he follows him right in with that back elbow.
Oh,
man!
He spiked Rogers right on top of his head. What a single hand bulldog.
And this is the opening Gangrel has been looking for, guys.
Eric, he looked like a lawn dart there. Gangrel back to his feet. I'm not sure if he knows how effective that bulldog was, or he might have gone for a cover.
What's that impaler, Dan? Because once you go up,
he nailed it.
You can't get back up. The impaler from
But look at the great ring awareness of the challenger.
So smart by Stallion Rogers to roll out of the ring, catch your breath. That could have been it.
Well, we have
to catch your breath. Get out of the clutches of the Vampire Warrior.
We have to see if Stallion Rogers can even answer a 10 count after that impaler.
Yeah, he might be out. Well, he's trying to shake the cobwebs free.
Looks like he's just coming to his senses. To count of 5.
Much as the real one did in the first match, champion now standing back and may be satisfied with a count-out victory.
But Rogers not satisfied. Oh, Gangrel!
Nice hip check. Puts him right back to the outside, and Gangrel going after him. Down on the concrete floor here at Unbrand at the tank.
But look at Stallion. Oh!
Reversal into that corner post.
Man, Gangrel's head just bounced square off that ring post.
It seemed like Gangrel did not want to win this match by countout, but coming to the outside made it cost him.
Again.
And Rogers so dangerous on the outside.
Boy, just when I thought Rogers was down,
Now looking at
he turned the
capitalize.
tables.
Well, you know what he's looking for here, Dan.
Oh,
That big
man,
splash.
beautiful splash.
That could be
Towards
it.
the leg.
New heavyweight champion. Oh!
Wow, Gangrel kicked out. Unbelievable. Great resilience
The
by
vampire.
Gangrel.
The Vampire Warrior is still alive here at Bash 59. Still.
Just a perfectly executed splash off the top that would have pinned anybody else on the CCW roster, Eric.
Absolutely, but Gangrel still got fight in him. He's getting up, and Stallion is meeting him.
Oh, just slapping him in the head. And now Gangrel not about to stand for that. And we got a slap fight here.
Gangrel showing Stallion Rogers that he's been to Japan too, and he knows how to go strong style if he has to. Oh!
Double thrust to the throat. That stopped him in his tracks. He's got him hooked in again. Oh, Rogers spun out of it. Hit him with that headbutt.
But Gangrel off the rope.
Line.
Just still fighting through the pain is Gangrel, but so is Rogers. Oh, it's a headbutt. Down goes Gangrel.
Man.
Gangrel's out.
Rogers rolls him to the center of the ring.
But no!
Kicked out on a 1 count.
The Vampire Warrior showing what he's made out of. A 1 count with the headbutt.
The Vampire now has a look on his face that I've seen before. He's digging down deep. The adrenaline is pumping, but Rogers back up to his feet to dish out more punishment.
That determination, the years of sacrifice, the years of fight. He got the impaler.
That could be it, hook in the leg.
2 and 3.
The champion retains.
Here's your winner, and still the CCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Vampire Warrior, Gangrel.
What a championship matchup. The challenger coming up short, but man, he could have won it on several different occasions during that match.
Yes,
Gangrel having a hard time getting back up to his feet. I think it took everything he had left in his body to deliver that impaler and pick up the victory. But the Vampire Warrior lives to fight another day, Eric.
Both of these men just taking it to each other. Literally nothing left. As you said, Gangrel barely able to get himself to his feet right now, but he is still the CCW Heavyweight Champion.
Now that is what I call a heavyweight championship bout. I mean, Stallion Rogers, the best striker here in CCW. And what does Gangrel do? He stands tough. He hangs in there, takes one to give one, and the impaler was the last one. The Vampire Warrior is still your CCW heavyweight champion. But here shortly, fellas, we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be the next king of the territory, who's going to be the next challenger for Gangrel's heavyweight championship.
Absolutely, we just saw who is the champion now. The challenger comes next, and it is the king of the territory match. But man, I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I'm getting a little giddy.